Hey friends, welcome back to Blossom and Bee, and today I have another very special reading for you. But I'm going to begin by posing a question, and this goes out to each one of you that has happened upon this video, and to each one of you subscribed to this channel. I have been getting the message lately that you're feeling somewhat stuck, and perhaps you have been asking yourself, is this it? Like, is this as good as it gets for me? And this question, I really feel is coming from so many people, not just of any one particular age group. So no matter where you are on your journey in life, I feel as though you're questioning whether or not, like, this is it. So you're either feeling as though you've already hit the top of the mark for you, or you just have reached a point where you are convinced that there is no top. Like, wherever you are now is where you'll stay. So we're going to clear the deck here and really take a close look at this issue. I'm going to be doing a traditional Celtic cross and also pulling a few oracle cards to get further clarification, because deep down I suspect that you are not completely satisfied and you are feeling as though things are as of yet unfinished. So we've got our first two cards here. Now let's take a look at the present situation or your current state of mind. And wow, we've got the World coming up. This is a tremendous card of the major arcana. This is usually meaning that you have reached a pinnacle, like you've gotten everything. This is success. This is indicating that you've made it. And the fact that it's coming up here in the current situation, position, is telling me that this is exactly where you want to see yourself right now. You want to get that feeling. You are desperately wanting to be in alignment with the world, to understand and to feel at your core that you have reached your true potential, like you have accomplished what you were set here on this earth to do. But now we've got here coming up the Justice card. And this is very much speaking to me about the sense of fairness that you feel may be lacking in what has happened in your life thus far, and the steps that you may have taken that just haven't really aligned you with this feeling of being complete and whole as the world would project and would suggest. So this Justice is showing me that the issue for you right now is that you are not feeling this balance. You are not feeling this sense of fairness and this connectivity between the world and yourself, or your goals, your greater goals. Because once again, getting back to the question here, have you taken things as far as you can? And I strongly suspect that your challenge is to believe that you have done so. All right, let's take a look at the root cause of what is behind all of this for you. Very interesting. The Five of Swords is coming out here, and the Five is all about change, and the Swords references our thoughts. And change for you, from what this card is suggesting, is something that doesn't necessarily come easily. These changes, these cycles in your life may have been a problem. They may have been something that you weren't always ready to just kind of roll with. I feel like they may have been even hard fought battles for you, because to continue to grow and grow, we need to continue to change. And a lot of this involves changing your mind and your mindset and what you may have believed would have to take place in order for bigger and greater things to happen in your life. And I have a funny feeling that for many of you guys, your belief system is telling you that, like, this has to be a major upheaval. So you may be someone who shrinks back from change because you feel like it's just going to, like, upend everything and turn your life upside down, which that isn't necessarily a true statement. And I think the cards are suggesting that you take another look at that belief system. So now let's check out the immediate future and what it holds for you. So we've got the Ten of Wands. This is interesting because it's showing me that your spirit may be tested here, because you are moving toward a completion of this cycle. And your spirit may feel weighed down a bit because you're really like almost soul searching. There's soul searching going on as you reach the end of whatever cycle that you are going through at the moment. And your spirit and your will and your drive and passion may be heavy. They may be feeling heavy for you, and you may be feeling tired and thinking to yourself that, you've gone through so much and you want to rest and rejuvenate. And this could be a time, to get aligned with that sense of being one with the world and with your purpose, your soul's purpose. You may have to take a moment to get that will back where you need it to be, because passion is going to drive you. And always keep in mind that whenever one cycle is finished, another will begin. So let's see what's coming up as an ideal goal. Okay, wow, we've got temperance here. And this is one of those things that happens with tarot that's just so crazy, because look at this. We're talking about balance here. We're talking about patience, equity, fairness. So the universe is confirming that it sees that what you may be feeling right now is a sense of injustice, unfairness. Maybe that you might see others having achieved something that you feel you deserve. And this alignment with your goal is all going to take place with this temperance going for you, working for you, keeping your balance in check. So this is telling me that even though you may feel overwhelmed or overburdened, that temperance will assist you in keeping the flow in the exact direction it needs to be. This back and forth, this nice and easy coming and going with feelings and emotions, and keeping thoughts and actions moving as they should. So I feel like that's pretty cool that came out here. But below the surface, we've got the Two of Pentacles here. And this is a choice. And this is speaking to a decision you may have already made and or may be facing. And this could be a duality going on in your mind. And you could be going back and forth even with yourself. Now, Pentacles is speaking to material gains or something in the physical. So perhaps you are really in this debate as to whether you move forward or you stay where you are, and which is going to get you where you really need to be. And I'm really thinking this is like a physical place almost, a physical manifestation. And look at what we've got here. We've got this rainbow, and all good things typically arrive at the end of a rainbow, but it will take some decision making for you, and you know it. And that's what's going on below the surface for you, because maybe decisions always seem to be a bit harder, a bit tougher for you to really arrive at, especially on your own. And you may be weighing things out. You may be trying to figure out which way is the best way to go. And it's saying to you, do you accept these feelings of stagnation, or do you push through and see what goodness may lay ahead for you? What to do? Let's get some advice here. So we've got the Queen of Swords showing up with all of her infinite wisdom, and she's speaking to your thoughts here, and she is telling you that you are in control, that your mind, your thoughts are something that will drive you in the right direction. And she knows that for you, sometimes thoughts can get a little wild and crazy, and that you may feel as if you're not running your own ship here, so to speak. But, you've got this change. You've got this Five of Swords talking about change here. And the Queen is suggesting that it could be time for you to change your way of thinking. The Queen of Swords really wants to urge you to take matters into your own hands and to embrace your own light when it comes to things that enter your mind, and not to be so susceptible to those anxieties, worries, doubts, fears that may plague you when it comes to taking chances, making changes, taking risks, and all sorts of other things that tend to push you out of your comfort zone. So the Queen of Swords wants to align you with a sense of confidence and a sense that you can be in control of your thoughts. You can let those emotional burdens go, and you can trust that your mind will serve in your best interest. So now let's see what external influences or outer factors may come into play here. Okay, so we've got the Hanging Man coming up in this position. And what this is telling me is that generally there could be a bit of a limbo period whereby you aren't necessarily seeing immediate results. So if you decide like you're going to try to progress with something, that you may experience this feeling of frustration because you're not seeing the movement or the action or whatever it is that you want to see happen to, align you again with your greater purpose and to show you that you are not just kind of stuck where you are. And this card confirms for me that this feeling of being in limbo is one that you may not have complete control over all the time. Like it may not just be coming from your thoughts. Many times in life, getting what we want or where we want doesn't always happen when we want. So it's going to be about learning to tolerate that little bit of limbo, that little bit of not knowing, that uncertainty that comes with transition sometimes, many times. And understanding that just because you're not actually seeing that result like instantly, it doesn't mean that it's not there for you. And trust me, I understand that for some of you guys, you might be feeling like you have been waiting forever. But patience, my dears, patience. So now we've got hopes/fears coming up. And check this out. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. This is like a giant wow card here, guys. This is tarot. This is the universe confirming that it's seeing what is happening, what you want to move to, what you dream about. And this could very well be a predictor of complete and utter success, abundance, wealth, getting to that place where you believed you could never reach. And this is what this is showing. This is showing that dream right here. The 10 of Pentacles is saying, hey, you made a choice here and it was the right one. It paid off. And all of that emotional burden you carried and that change that you went through was worth it. But this is hope/fear. So on the other side of this coin, you are thinking to yourself that this abundance, after going through all of this hard work, just may not be within your reach. And that is the fear of the situation for you right now. But the universe so far in this reading has been really urging you to push through and to continue on this journey. So let's go ahead and look at a potential outcome of this situation. What does the universe want you to know right now, guys? All right, so we have the Knight of Wands coming up in the outcome position. And boy, oh boy, this is a call to action. This is a spiritual nudge from the universe to propel you forward, to get you moving and going, and to basically show you guys that all of these messages are connected and have all been leading to one place. And that is with you taking action, with you moving along this path to get to this place where you are ready to take charge. All of these hopes and fears and things that have been holding you back, these are the reasons. These are the things that have prevented you from attaining that feeling of complete and utter fulfillment, complete satisfaction, from feeling as if you have kept up with others that you have been seeing, that you have maybe made decisions wisely that have paid off for you in the end. And this card right here, this Knight, is saying, forget your burdens, let them pass. They will be a journey. They will be a completed cycle for you. Move along. Move along. Keep it going. And be willing to take control of your thoughts and to direct your mind rather than letting it direct you. Those thoughts that once had you fighting for changes that you were not so sure you could make, but you can. You absolutely can, and you must, because this is a Knight of Wands and he is speaking to your spirit, and your spirit, your passion, your drive is still strong. And even though it may falter, it may have faltered here, you need to claim it in order to get to this place where you feel that you've got the world exactly where you want it. And your place in the world is exactly where you want to be. So it's a direct connection here between this call to action and getting the world, having the world in your hands. And things might not always feel fair at times, but that's okay, because we all know the truth when it comes to fairness. Life is not a just place, and we have to be willing to accept that reality, because I feel like when we shrink back from that and we hold ourselves down because of the fact that we just feel like life isn't fair, then we are denying ourselves that opportunity for temperance, that opportunity to have things equal out and to flow as they should. So you must be open to that. You must be open to not worrying about this limbo and to just letting things evolve as they will. And again, this isn't about sitting back and waiting for something to happen, because your outcome card spoke to not only previous choices, but taking that action yourself. And some people actually fear abundance. They fear getting that which they think that they want, because they don't know what they would do with it if they were to get it. And this is something that I hear often as well. But let's bring it right back to where we started from. This journey for you was one of completion, of feeling as though you were no longer going to just be satisfied with just enough. So these are steps that you must take. You must take these necessary steps. Respond to that call of action from your spirit to get you to that place where you can say, I guess that wasn't all that life had in store for me. All right, so let's pick a couple of oracle cards here to make sure that we can truly clarify the message in this amazing reading today, because I feel like it's been just so incredible. Okay, so we've got 2 oracle cards that have come out for us. And the first one here says, collaboration of souls. Collaboration of souls. And I love this as a clarifier here. I really do, because what this is telling you, the universe is telling you that for you to move beyond the place you are right now, for you to answer that call to action, you may very well be collaborating with another individual or individuals to see this come to fruition. So it may not be just you doing this alone or going this alone, which is really a beautiful message, because we are put on this earth to not only just exist among ourselves, but to assist others. And sometimes that is what we need, just to progress beyond the little places that nag at us, and to get where we need to be is by accepting assistance and by working alongside somebody else, or even perhaps more than one somebody else. But this may even be a group effort. But there is a system in place here that wants to see you move beyond where you are at this moment, where you're feeling unfulfilled, where you're feeling like you need to see that there's still some life left for you to live and to get to a better place than the place where you are right now. And this doesn't have to mean that you're not in a great place. You may be in a really, really good place, but the cards have said that you will make a decision as to whether it's time to just push it a bit more and see how far you can take things. And OMG, look at your second message. Move beyond intentions to belief. I mean, guys, honestly, move beyond intentions to belief. You can't make this up. This is the universe just absolutely validating that you are on a journey of movement here. This is a path that it wants you to reach. The goal for the universe is to see that you have the world, all of that success and wonder and attainment that you seek, that you believe in your heart is still out there for you. It wants you to move toward this, and it's urging you to do so in a very bold way here, in my opinion, like a very, very bold way. It's urging you to take those changes, make those changes necessary, and don't shy back from those changes, because they're going to be part and parcel for making your intentions your belief system. And move. Move is the first word in this message. Movement. And this is incredible to me because you've got this knight here who's all about action, who's all about movement and progression and forward motion and movement. Really just take that action, make that move, because being stuck where you are right now is not working for you. It's absolutely not working. So this knight of your spirit acknowledges this. So, wow, guys, I am just absolutely floored by the message that we got from Tarot, from the universe today, and I was very, very glad to channel this for you. And if this resonated for you, please feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you were able to gain from today's reading. And if you have any suggestions of topics that you'd like to see me cover in the future, I'd be happy to do so. You can leave those in the comment section below as well. As always, I thank you so much for being here. Please make sure that you are subscribed, stay close, keep on coming back for more, and no man is an island. Our souls are connected, and the universe is doing that very work for us to connect us to people that we need in our life, to help bring about our dreams, and to help guide us as we take the necessary steps toward justice, fairness, and to help us shoulder those burdens and get to that place where we feel as though things have been working for us rather than against us, to move with the tide and to feel as though we are not behind anyone, that the only race that we're in this life is that toward our greater good. So yeah, I really do feel as though this was total confirmation that if you are feeling as though this is it for you guys, that you've seen the best that life has to offer to you, I'm here to challenge that and to tell you that you have not, and that you should continue on your journey because it is not as of yet over for you. Thank you for watching.